Today is one of the craziest days in Shiba Inu history. Today, Shytoshi Kusama just came out of nowhere and she dropped a massive bombshell. Apparently, everything will change in Shiba Inu starting now. Around 400 billion Shiba Inu is on the line. Analysts are dropping their hints. This might be the signal we are waiting for. What is happening? And what on earth am I even talking about? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. Something big just happened today. And it's not just any update. Shytoshi Kusama dropped an absolute bombshell that's shaking the entire Shiba Inu community right now. This isn't the kind of news you just scroll past. It's huge. Whatever Shytoshi just revealed, it's sending ripples through the whole ecosystem. And let's be honest, it could seriously change the game for Shiba Inu. We're talking about a shift that might cause some holders to panic, others to rush in, and the whole market to take notice. It's one of those moments that feels like the calm before a major storm. One where we don't yet know if it's going to be explosive growth, total chaos, or both. But here's what's clear. Something massive is brewing behind the scenes. And yeah, despite all the noise, there's still hype. Tons of it. Billions worth of Shiba Inu have suddenly been thrust into the spotlight today, and that's not something you just ignore. Moves like this usually mean something is coming. Something big. Now, you might be wondering, has this already changed the Shiba Inu chart? Is the price reacting yet? Well, according to one analyst, Shiba Inu is actually at a super interesting point right now. It's been moving inside this downward sloping channel for a bit, but now it's hugging the bottom of that range, starting to squeeze into this super tight coil. That kind of pattern doesn't just happen randomly. In the past, when Shiba Inu has been in similar spots, pressing against support like this while everything compresses, it usually didn't stay quiet for long. Big moves followed, like really big ones. And get this, the price is hovering right above a key area where a lot of previous buy orders stacked up. It's not just some random number, it's where serious demand has held strong before. It's like the market is pausing, building pressure, and getting ready to decide its next move. So yeah, while this might feel like a moment of silence, it's probably just the build-up to something major. The kind of moment where you want to be paying close attention. Because when Shiba Inu breaks out of this zone, it could be wild. The community's on fire, the charts are whispering, and Shytoshi just lit the match. So what just happened? Well, Shiba Inu just took one of the boldest steps we've ever seen in crypto space. On the project's 5th anniversary, Shytoshi Kusama dropped a major announcement that could completely reshape the Shiba Inu ecosystem as we know it. The team behind Shiba Inu is officially moving toward becoming a fully decentralized network state. Something that goes way beyond your average meme coin upgrade. Here's what that actually means. Shiba Inu is kicking off its first ever community election. We're talking about electing an interim president and DAO councils. Real governance, powered by the community, not just a dev team calling the shots. According to Shytoshi, this is the next big step in turning Shiba Inu into something far more powerful and sustainable. A true force in the crypto world. But this isn't just some symbolic title. Whoever becomes the interim president will play a key role in overseeing and coordinating Shiba Inu's transformation during this phase. The election won't just be a popularity contest either. Kusama made it clear. They're looking for leaders who are aligned with the project's values and responsible enough to lead. And the whole process will follow what's called the Hound's Constitution, written by Kusama himself, to ensure fairness and structure. The idea is to vote in this interim leadership before the official launch of Shibaswap, which will mark the beginning of a new era for the ecosystem. Within 4 months of Shibaswap going live, the elected president will be fully ratified. Now here's why this is so important, and why the price of Shiba Inu could be massively impacted. This move signals serious maturity and long-term vision. It shows that Shiba Inu isn't just riding hype anymore. It's building something sustainable. Real governance. Real structure. Real decentralization. This kind of development brings confidence from investors, institutions, and builders alike. When a project moves from meme status to actual self-governance, it attracts a different kind of attention. The kind that pushes price action. The kind that makes people go, okay, this isn't just noise. Not to mention, with elections, voting, and governance power involved, holders are more likely to stay engaged, hold long-term, and even increase their stake just to have a say in Shiba Inu's future. That alone can create stronger demand. So while this might feel like a governance update on the surface, underneath it all, it's a huge bullish signal. Shiba Inu isn't just evolving, it's transforming. And if history has taught us anything, it's that bold moves like this tend to pay off big. And actually, we can even see the hype crawling back in right now. After what felt like a few days of silence, Shiba Inu whales just woke up. And they didn't come to play. According to fresh data from Into the Block, Monday turned red hot as these major holders scooped up over 400 billion Shiba Inu tokens in just 24 hours. That's not a little dip buying. That's a 600% jump compared to what they were doing just a couple of days ago. And if there's one thing we've learned in crypto, it's that when the whales start moving like that, they know something's coming. This kind of activity doesn't just happen out of nowhere. It usually means conviction, long-term belief. And yes, the current price isn't flying yet, which might be frustrating to some impatient holders. But what we're seeing here is pressure building. And that can only mean one thing. A big move could be just around the corner. Now let's connect this to what Shytoshi Kusama just dropped. Because this sudden whale action, it didn't just magically happen. It happened right after Shytoshi revealed Shiba Inu's next move. Its transition into a fully decentralized network state, with the first ever election of a president and DAO councils. That is not a minor update. That is the kind of change that sets off chain reactions, especially for whales who've been waiting for something foundational to believe in. When a project steps into true decentralization with real governance, that's a signal. And not just to the Shiba Inu community, but to the entire crypto market. It says, we're here to stay, we're not just hype, and we're building something real. That's the kind of messaging whales look for before jumping back in heavy. And guess what? They just did. Now, sure, some indicators are still showing mixed signals. The Chaikin money flow is slightly negative, suggesting some whales are still trimming position. The parabolic SAR just gave off a short-term sell signal. But those are technicals based on past moves, not future vision. And the stochastic RSI is showing signs that Shiba Inu might already be in oversold territory. That means it could be undervalued, and when that happens, the smart money tends to pounce. So what we're really seeing here is tension, in a good way. On one hand, the technicals are cooling off. On the other hand, the fundamentals just got lit on fire, thanks to Shytoshi's announcement. The whales are clearly paying attention, and if that retail volume follows, if the rest of the community gets aligned, then the next leg up could be explosive. Shiba Inu isn't just playing the meme game anymore. It's moving with strategy, purpose, and structure. The whales know it. The charts are teasing it. And with this new chapter unfolding, the price could absolutely skyrocket if the momentum keeps building. All eyes are now on what happens next, and whether this early whale action is just the beginning of something much, much bigger. Even when we take a step back and look at Shiba Inu from a long-term perspective, things still look really promising. It's not just about short-term price pumps or dips anymore, it's about how this project keeps pushing forward no matter what. Lucy, Shiba Inu's lead marketer, recently said something that really captures where the project stands right now. She reminded everyone to just keep the faith. And honestly, that makes sense, because Shiba Inu has been through so much, yet it always manages to bounce back strong. And that's exactly what we're seeing now. The market's been shaky. Price action has been quiet compared to other coins. There's been global tension in the background. But instead of hiding or slowing down, the Shiba Inu team is stepping up. The move to transition into a fully decentralized network state, electing an interim president and DAO councils, isn't just a big announcement. It's a statement. It shows the team is serious about taking Shiba Inu to the next level. This kind of direction gives holders a reason to stick around. It builds confidence. It tells us this isn't just another meme coin trying to ride the waves. It's evolving into something way more stable, more visionary. And with whales already starting to pour back in, adding hundreds of billions of tokens to their bag, there's clearly a growing belief that this shift could unlock a whole new phase of growth. So even if Shiba Inu isn't exploding right this second, everything that's happening behind the scenes, from community governance to long-term strategy, sets it up for something much bigger. And that's why keeping the faith isn't just hopeful thinking. It might actually be one of the smartest things we can do right. But what is your opinion on this? Comment down below. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen.
Shytoshi Kusama is not just a developer. If rumors are true, he is a real hero. There are some massive developments going on behind the scenes. Shiba Inu is the top concern. And if things get how they are supposed to, the Shiba Inu ecosystem will change forever. It will never be the same anymore. But what is actually happening? And how come people are not talking about it yet? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. In a Twitter post today, the pseudonymous lead developer of the Shiba Inu ecosystem shared some personal news. He announced that he's leaving the Middle East after having an incredible time there. Kusama highlighted how much he enjoyed spending time with his cousins and learning about their culture. His tweet really showed his appreciation for the cultural exchange and the new experiences he gained during his visit. Although Kusama restricted comments on his post, some followers found a way to share their thoughts by quoting his tweet. Vet Kusama, who is the sibling of the Shiba Inu lead developer and a well-known figure in the Shiba Inu community, said, expressed excitement about the possibility of Kusama visiting the Middle East again. On the other hand, a Shiba Inu fan urged Kusama and the rest of the team to follow through on their promises to the community and questioned why Kusama decided to turn off comments on his tweet. Some users are also curious about what Kusama's trip to the Middle East means for the cryptocurrency. It's still unclear if his visit had any connection to Shiba Inu. However, the timing of Kusama's post is quite interesting. At the same time, he announced, leaving the Middle East, their partner's token got listed on a major Dubai exchange. The Shiba Inu development team even used their official Twitter account to congratulate their partner on the coin listing. This timing has caught a lot of attention. On one hand, we have Kusama visiting the Middle East, and on the other, a top Dubai exchange partner there. Many people believe this isn't just a coincidence. They think there's a connection between Kusama's visit and the listing, suggesting that his trip might have had something to do with this new development. Kusama's visit to the Middle East has been a big part of the Kusama's development, but this is just the tip of the iceberg. Speculation has increased even more, and this is where things get really interesting. Just 2 days ago, the Dubai financial regulator updated its rules on crypto assets. The Dubai Financial Services Authority announced changes to its cryptocurrency token regulations to enhance the regulatory framework within its special economic zone. On June 3R Day, they stated that these updates were based on a consultation paper from January 2024. Here's how it works. The Dubai Financial Services Authority first gathers feedback and insights from various stakeholders through a consultation paper. This process helps them understand the needs and concerns of the crypto market. After reviewing the feedback, they draft new rules or amendments. These changes take time to implement because they must ensure the regulations are comprehensive and effective. But what are these updates? What does Shiba Inu have to do with it? And why Shytoshi Kusama's recent visit to the Middle East was perfect timing? Well, let's find out. The update affects the ability to offer units of external and foreign funds investing in recognized crypto tokens. Simply put, this change impacts institutions managing hundreds of millions, often billions of dollars, interested in crypto investing. In its recent consultation paper, the regulator acknowledged that fund and asset managers found the existing rules too strict. Since the regime was enacted, they were only able to invest in 5 recognized crypto tokens, which upset many big funds. Because 5 is too few. While the regulator believes that the recognition process is crucial for maintaining a stable market, they also considered allowing domestic funds to make limited investments in unrecognized crypto tokens, as long as these investments don't exceed 10% of the fund's total value. And from the regulator's perspective, this move makes sense. It balances maintaining control over the market while giving funds more flexibility. It encourages investment and growth within the sector without compromising overall stability. And this is where, of course, speculations arise. With Dubai potentially opening the doors to hundreds of millions of dollars that could flow into the crypto market and the restrictions possibly loosening up, funds might now be able to invest in unrecognized crypto assets, which, if I get that right, includes the entire crypto market. So the timing of Shytoshi Kusama's visit to the Middle East, exactly during these updates, makes us wonder. If his visit was indeed a business trip, could it mean that he was presenting the Shiba Inu coin as a viable project for big funds? Or is it just a matter of time? At this point, it's pure speculation, but it would kind of make sense. It seems to align well with the context of these regulatory changes and the potential opportunities they present. However, it's a known fact that Shiba Inu has already established a strong presence in key regions of the Middle East, particularly in Dubai. Earlier this year, Shiba Inu made waves as a prominent sponsor of the prestigious 2024 Web3 Summit event in Dubai, drawing over 3,000 attendees and nearly 100 speakers. This is the first time that Shiba Inu has made waves as a prominent sponsor of the prestigious 2024 Web3 Summit event in Dubai, drawing over 3,000 attendees and nearly 100 speakers. They also sponsored Token 2049, another crypto-related event held in Dubai in April, where they engaged with industry leaders and even participated in a Polo Cup competition. Moreover, top Dubai-based exchanges like CETOX and CoinU have rolled out support for Shiba Inu ecosystem tokens. Whether Kusama's recent trip to the Middle East will further drive Shiba Inu's adoption in the region remains to be seen, but it's certainly a possibility. The groundwork has already been laid with Shiba Inu's significant investment in the crypto industry, and it's certainly a possibility. There is a significant presence at key events and its integration into Dubai's crypto ecosystem. So, Kusama's visit could potentially build upon these foundations and strengthen Shiba Inu's foothold in the Middle Eastern market. And let's not forget how important the Middle East is. This region is incredibly wealthy due to its abundant oil reserves and strategic location for global trade. The wealth generated from oil has led to immense financial power in countries like the United Arab Emirates, including Dubai. This wealth can make a huge impact on Shiba Inu for a couple of reasons. Firstly, the Middle East represents a significant market with investors who are eager to explore new opportunities, including cryptocurrency. With their substantial financial resources, individuals and institutions in the region have the potential to invest significant sums into projects like Shiba Inu. Moreover, the Middle East's strategic position as a global trade hub means that successful adoption of Shiba Inu in this region could lead to increased exposure and adoption worldwide. As the cryptocurrency gains traction among Middle Eastern investors and businesses, its visibility and credibility could grow, attracting more interest and investment from other regions. So, tapping into the wealth and influence of the Middle East could be a game changer for Shiba Inu, opening up new avenues for growth and development in the cryptocurrency market. And Dubai, for example, and its participation would be very, very good. In recent times, Dubai has been increasingly embracing cryptocurrencies, and it has become the light of the crypto community. Unlike the United States, which has maintained a somewhat hostile attitude towards this digital asset, Dubai's progressive stance has been a breath of fresh air. However, as the upcoming US elections draw nearer and the popularity of cryptocurrencies continues to grow, there is a glimmer of hope that the United States will also become more crypto-friendly. Crypto has already become a topic of extensive discussion within the US government, even among presidential candidates. This discussion reason to believe that change may be on the horizon. And here's something you should understand. Crypto users advocate for global crypto friendliness due to the potential benefits it offers. Beyond revolutionizing traditional financial systems, widespread crypto adoption can drive financial inclusivity, enable borderless transactions, and fuel innovation. By creating a welcoming environment for cryptocurrencies, countries can unlock opportunities for economic growth, technological advancement, and increased financial accessibility on a global scale. This is a great opportunity for crypto investors to take a step forward. But what is your opinion on that? Comment down below. I'd be eager to read your opinion. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then please like this video and don't forget to leave a comment in the comments section. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please share this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.